Hey friends, Gator Mom here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today I have another requested back to school video to share with you, and that is where we store all of our after school homework supplies and additional things for school projects. Alright, so I'm thinking this video is going to be a rather quick one. It's just one little spot in our home that I wanted to share with you guys with the theme of back to school. A lot of you wanted to see kind of where we store our homework supplies and keep our art things nice and organized. I used to keep all of this in a closet and it just did not work well for the ages that my kids were. They needed it out in the open. I needed one spot to tell them to go grab this, go grab that, so we could get started on whatever project or homework assignment that they were working on. And this has been working pretty well for us. I had this set up the end of last year and all through summer with like summer learning things. And for the most part, it keeps pretty clean. I mean, it's basic, it's simple, and they always know where things are. So I'm gonna go through and just tell you briefly what's in each bin, how I have it set up, and then later on this week, I plan on showing you our kind of family command organization center in our laundry room, which has one little small section for after school homework storage, like what they're currently working on, books from school, things like that. So I will show you that later on in the week. But for now, I have this bookshelf here. It is in our playroom, and I would definitely show you what the playroom looks like, but it's a Monday morning and behind me is a disaster. You guys don't want to see that, but anyway, so this is, like I said, a small little corner. It is a cheap bookshelf that we have had for ever and ever and ever and ever. And all of these bins are from the Dollar Tree, most all of them. Up here, I'll just go ahead and start here on the top shelf. I have a tin here from Hobby Lobby, I want to say, maybe possibly Michael's. It's an older one. And inside here, we just have a ton of crayons. Now, these crayons are left over from like back to school last year, or packs of crayons that some broke, some didn't. I mean, it's just a big bucket of wherever we find a crayon, it just gets dumped in there. And then kind of moving on next to it, I have this little mirrored tray from Target Dollar Spot. I've had that for a little while now. And in here, I just have a little crayon caddy that actually has a crayon sharpener there at the top. And then I have a little tin here that just has all pencils in it. Typically they're sharpened. This was kind of left over from end of year last year. We have another pencil thing kind of over by my dining room table where we do the homework, but this here is just pencils. And then I have a little sign back here that's just all about kind of a mom teaches how to live by living out her own dreams. It's just one that's kind of really special, and I keep it up here. Then over here, I just have a little plastic bin from TJ Maxx, I believe. And in here, just kind of like the crayons, it's all markers and pens. So some of these I go through like every once in a while and pull out like the dried out ones and all of that. So first shelf here is the most used shelf of this entire system. I have a bin from the Dollar Tree for each one of the kids. The camera will focus here. And I thought about kind of writing their names on here, which I still might get crafty and do that later on. But basically, in a nutshell, they all have the same things. They have one little tin here that has one pack of brand new, because I just got them back to school time because they're so cheap, but brand new skinny markers and colored pencils. Then I have a little case here from Walmart that has a fresh pack of crayons in there. And then right behind here, I actually have 2 packs of fat markers, bold ones and classic ones, just for coloring. And all 3 of the kids' bins have exactly the same thing in them. So they're easy to kind of clean out, replenish. They can grab their caddy and go to the dining room, or if they want to go sit on the back porch and do homework, or wherever we're doing it. Then down here, I just have one book from what we did over the summer, like summer learning kind of workbook. And then I have my older kids' summer writing journals, just in case we want to pull those back out for like a school break or something like that. And then over here on the side, I think I shared this on Instagram. It's just a little wipeable books that teach my youngest, who's in kindergarten, for writing with letters and numbers. It's like a dry erase kind of kit that I pull out every now and then for him because he doesn't often have homework like the big kids do. So we'll pull this out and work on it together when the 3rd grader and 5th grader are doing homework. So that's the main storage as far as homework goes. Then moving on down the bookshelf, I have 2 more bins here. My camera's kind of going in and out of focus because I'm moving here, but basically over here in this one we have all of our paint supplies. I have big bottles of paint here that I replenish into little Dixie cups or whatever they're using for paint. And then I also have some craft kind of Mod Podge back here. All of our paint brushes and everything's here, and then little tiny paint bottles that we're actually almost out of just kind of hang out here, and then I throw them away as needed. And then I also have a couple of these individual ones from different art kits that we've gotten. So all of that's like painting things. And then over here in this little caddy is just a bunch of blank notebooks. I am obsessed with these notebooks from the Target dollar spot. If I could pull this out a little and show you one, but you can get them on Amazon. They're everywhere during back to school time, but they are basically just little blank storybooks, and there's like 6 or 8 pages in each book, and the kids can just draw little comic books or stories. So I always have those on hand because we use them a lot. There's some stencils in here, and then these are just blank kind of chunky drawing pads. Sometimes we take those when we travel. They just kind of hang out here if they want them for something. Then these are boredom buster jars that I got over the summer, and they're just in here. They're different ones for like rainy day and things to do. And then over here, these are 3 huge sticker pads. I believe I got those at Target dollar spot a while ago too. So they don't really fit well on the shelf, so they just kind of stand there in the corner. Then almost down to the bottom here, I have 6 more bins. This one over here is all learning workbooks and coloring books. This one here is all construction paper or colored paper. Then over here I have some laminating sheets, sheet protectors, and a ton of stickers. We are a sticker house. Like, I just tend to like throw them all in here whenever we get them, and then they're there if I need to pull them out and like put them in my bag for like a busy bag or whatever. The kids will pull these out and play with them. There's also some letters back here if they're doing like a project and need them, you know, for a poster board or something like that. So all of that just kind of hangs out in there. Then at the very bottom, I have 3 more of these like long skinny bins, and we just keep paper in there. I have long legal paper that's just white paper over there, mainly for drawing, like just whatever the kids want, and then of course some handwriting sheets, and then wide rolled paper for after school or, you know, writing or whatever they need. So 3 different kinds down there at the bottom. It's just so easy to have them in there, and they can pull out whatever they need, and it works out really well. I can replenish all of this stuff as needed. I know right where it goes, and it's just easy breezy. So I hope that gave you guys some ideas on how you can store your after school homework things or art things. This can be used like in a little small caddy or even drawers or an under the kitchen cabinet that you might have like empty near wherever your kids do their homework. So this just kind of works for us, and I thought I would share to kind of give you some inspiration to organize your back to school chaos. So I hope you guys have a great day. And like I said, I plan on sharing a couple more back to school organization videos in the end of the week and next week. If you have any requests or questions, please leave them below as always, and I will talk to you all soon.